Hello, people. It's that time. It's that time again. Okie dokie. So, welcome everyone to my live stream. Welcome to the channel. My name's Danny C. Let's get down to business, shall we? And I hope everyone's doing good. I hope everyone's having a good day, whatever you've been up to. So this is the first round of the GT World Series Nations Cup. So I'm wearing the Formula 1 type of cars from the 90s. So this is going to be an interesting one. And we're off to Spa-Francorchamps for the first round of the Nations Cup online qualifiers. So I have no idea what to expect, but you know what? I'm ready for the challenge because we're going to be set to go through the speeds at 200 miles an hour in these Formula Gran Turismo's fictional racing cars. That is the F3500-B. Obviously, this car looks like it's based off the Benetton the B194 1994 Formula 1 car that was driven by Michael Schumacher at the time. So, obviously, let's get into the Nations Cup as to what to expect. So, for the event schedules, obviously that you got Spa-Francorchamps for the first round, Circuit Gilles-Villeneuve in the specified car, which obviously further details on that. Obviously, it's the Red Bull X 2019 competition racing cars, the fictional cars of Gran Turismo. Obviously, you've got specified World Group 3 racing cars at the Nürburgring GP layout. Welcome along, Sebastian. Thank you for tuning in, and welcome to the channel as well. Whilst you're on here, I appreciate the sub, so I've returned the favour for you. And welcome to the community as well. So I hope you're doing good, Seb. Whatever you've been up to. So for those who are just joining, and obviously we've got these races coming up, starting off with the 3500 as well. Yeah, we're getting closer. I did thought at one point yesterday I thought I had the 500, and then I'm like, just like, oh, why do this to me? And then obviously, but it's coming. It's coming. It's yeah. Oh, sorry to hear about your breathing problems. Hope you get better soon, pal. So obviously we've got the early 90s Formula 1 type of cars at St. Croix. In that, of course, is going to be another interesting one for sure. And we're back in the Red Bull X 2019s, and then we've got the GR2. So obviously looking forward to that. Well, it's each to their own. So it's best just to stay out of it and then just continue to be yourself, and no matter what they think of you. So the objective is just, like most of us, is to control the controllables, and because we've got business to take care of. And what I mean by business, what's going to be happening is that we're going to be doing the 15-lap race at Spa-Francorchamps with the qualifying time set to 6 minutes, with the tyre wear fuel consumption rated set to ×1. So other than that, I'm looking forward to going through speeds at 200 miles an hour in the Formula racing car. So no problem, Seb. No problem. Obviously, I did see some of see the recommendations bits and pieces pop up on my screen. So that it's like when I bump into somebody familiar, then once I get to know eventually, then we'll start to know more as we go along. So yeah, it's a small world that we live in, which is becoming more of a big world, which you're not going to get any peace and quiet. But then, of course, yeah. So in that case, well, you've got bit of free practice, of course, and more details on that. You've got tyre wear, mentioned that already. Refueling speed, no issue with the fuel. Also, mechanical damage is set to light. No mandatory pit stop, so it's just an all-out sprint race as well. Yeah, I had a quick go on to the dry. I had a quick go on the dry and got a 151 something. So obviously, that just to give you the rough idea for those, if we once we get down to qualifying, on that stage. So, and then obviously every time I've been going onto the practice lobby, it's wet. So it's a mixture between intermediates and wet. So you never know when's the rain gonna stop. So spent like an hour then hoping for some best dry conditions, and then no luck from my side. But I haven't been on it as much as I would have liked, but because I just got many of these things to crack on with other stuff, and so we've got 3 minutes until the first slot opens. So put on the inters. Even if I set the brake balance to 5 to the rear. Thank you, Seb. I'm not doing too bad, thank you. I'm not doing too bad. Obviously, apart from, well, obviously, I've raced with somebody who I've known for a few years. Obviously, I remember the friend who went into my open lobbies, and as well as her open lobbies, and obviously having learned a bit of the news from this morning that she's left us. I'm afraid it's sad, isn't it? And you know, it's like you just never know like about what the next day will bring. So the most important thing, mate, is just to live every minute of it like there is no tomorrow. It's crazy how things have changed pretty quickly, for sure. But and the memories that we had well in the past also that will never be forgotten. So it's yeah, sad day. Sad day. Best wishes to her family. Think of overall. Welcome along, Max. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you're well, mate. Deep, welcome along. Thank you for tuning in. Well, obviously you're gonna go to sleep now that because it's well, time zones are very different in it. So I appreciate you stopping by, Deep, and I hope you had a good day, whatever you've been doing, and best wishes to you as well. Other than that, we shall get on with the first round of the Nations Cup. So, and may you have a great night's sleep, Deep, and I hope to see you around. So it's 4:45 in the UK. Now we're accepting entries. Just before I forget, because when I get into a practice lobby like that, it's moist, proper moist. Sorry, I'm just looking on my phone for a moment. All right, so But yeah. So I've got on the inters. Check that I've got inters, which I have. So you want to see me go flat out through Rouge, then on top of Radion? You watch. I've tried that a few times, and then I thought this is gonna be spine tingling for sure. Look at that. Flat out through Eau Rouge. In wet conditions. No messing around on inters. That one, you know, on purpose at 58 and 9. So much fun with this car back when times were a little simpler in Formula 1. Obviously, I've watched the bits of the pre-season testing which begun at Bahrain, so it'll be interesting to see what happens. And you don't want to be slipping on them curves. And save the time as well. So where does that put me? So that puts me further up. Obviously, those that have set the times of must have like gone into the what is the drier conditions. Too much wheel spin. Thought I was gonna slip, but then power slide into the corner. And right, just gonna go for a quick toilet break. I'll be back in 2 secs. And I'm back. I'm back. Get one more flying lap in, and then that will be enough. Unless I mess up. Welcome along, Tom. finally caught up with you. Thank you very much for tuning in. I appreciate you stopping by to drop a like. And have a great evening, whatever you're up to. And hope to see you again soon. For those who don't know Tom the Rookie, he has a channel for those that like to go and have a look at his content. Same with Sebastian, he too provides the content as well, for those who like to go and check him out. And Deep has one too, so go and check them out for those who don't know, and then you'll get to know. Just save myself for a moment. So anybody on YouTube that is live, there's Givora, there's Carlster, Mustang Drifter, so not at this time as of yet. So gotta get into the groove with the car, where it gets you through 200 mile an hour plus. I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord, I've been waiting for this moment all of my life. Oh Lord, can you feel it coming in the air tonight? Oh Lord, oh Lord. Welcome along, Sean. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate the good luck message, and good luck to those who are taking part of round one for the GT World Series Nations Cup in the Formula car. You're going to go through the high speeds of the high complexion of corners. Let's do this. 175-500. Getting closer now, at last. Can we do it on the stream? And Bilson's in. Bilson, Mario Sonic. We've got Big Fat J. We've got Truly. So how many points do you get to? Oh, quite a load. 316 for the win. 8th gets you 223. So I always said to myself that as long as I finish in the top eight, then I'm happy. But to go through these speeds, you know, it's going to be interesting. Going to be interesting for sure. No need to panic, Mario Sonic. Just you're just gonna stay chilled and be a chill guy, and then you're good. And I bet every single person's gonna be out, well, just going for the best conditions possible. So we're on Inters. Yes, and yeah, I've got to say that I've just seen that you pop up as well, and obviously I thought that well, having received a message from you, Sean, that appreciate the feedback, and of course with that qualifying lap I put in, holy mama. So we've got some who was on hard tyres. And I just goes past him. it's dry on this racing line, so might as well. Yep. Thank you, Seb. Copy, Max. So, like, every lap is an adventure. Welcome along, Shadow. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you're well, mate. So we have a father and son watching the stream together. That is Max and Shadow. Good to see you both at the stream. Welcome along on Phase B. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you're well, mate. For those who don't know, on Phase B, he has a channel for those who'd like to go and check him out. Just get one more flying lap in there also. Having kept it on the dry line best I can. Almost spun the car. No. I just left this person by because I messed up also. Yeah, but there's still a lot to play for. Just getting the confidence together and trusting the white line for as much as possible. Yeah, this is a pretty strong lobby so far. So I don't know what tyres they're on, so... So if I would have started on the hards for the first place, then I would have gone on to, yeah. But it's not to worry. Right. Pay attention to the weather. So it's gonna hammer it down later on. But just collective away. Go Inters. Gotta go Inters. Welcome along, Alex. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you're well, buddy. Yeah, that's the plan, Unfaced. So we've got 10 people watching me take on the mid-90s Formula 1 racing car that's been added by Gran Turismo. So, good luck to everyone. Let's play the music. Let's get down to business and do the talking on the track. Let's do this. So it's a rolling start, so can rev the edges up to the max. So Matty's on Inters, he's on Inters, so is the Spaniard. It looks like most of the people are going for Inters. Thank you, Sean. Here we go. We're all lined up, ready to get going at whichever part of the track we're starting off the race at. Gonna be before the bus stop chicane, surely. Or maybe in the middle of it. No traction control, just ABS on. And brake indicator just in case. Lights out, and away we go. Made up a place. Hit the bollard. Well, I felt the bollard. Welcome along, Andy. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you're well, mate. Whoa. Andy has a channel for those who'd like to go and check him out on YouTube. Come on, get him, get him! Feel a nice slipstream up front. Oh, a bit of pushing and shoving going off there. Rain's getting heavier now. Welcome along, Stig. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you're well, my brother. Yellow flag, something's happened. Somebody had a big crash. Ouch! Dino! Unlucky, buddy. Copy, Stig. Yellow flag. Ouch. That's gonna hurt for somebody spinning out like that. Come on. Come on. Everybody's tiptoeing the way and I'm just finding the lines different to everybody else. Through goes Danny C. Bills has gone off, unlucky buddy. Kept it going somehow. Cheers, Shadow. Almost. 2 saves in 1 sector, holy mama, by a split second. Was that even a push? Felt that were a push. I'll get him back on the straight. If I can. Not till another time. There we go. Bills has gone round. Unlucky, buddy. Here we go. Give me that slip. Give me that slip. Oh, somebody's going round. Unlucky, buddy. I can see P2 up on the road, but we've got some people to pass first. If we get closer, as we're just halfway mark of the race. Just need to build the consistency now. You're not having my slip, mate. Very, very close indeed. Thanks, Andy. Get it. What a move. Let's go. So P2 is the best we could get because Truly is literally running away from everyone. Just gotta watch out for Matty behind me. Right, we've this slip of the pole sitter. Oh, bloody hell! A big crash! Black spike. These two don't give. Oh, pole sitter got resetted, so the podium's on the cards, at least. Started raining again. Come on. Daddy C time in the wet. Let's go. Here we go. Through goes Danny C. But it's not over yet because Matty's right up the gearbox. Oh. Got a bit deep there. Oh. Two laps to go. Lead me to it. Oh, somebody spin! Somebody spun. Unlucky. truly won the race. Controlled it from start to finish. Been flying all race long. It's not quite a podium, but it's a result. We made it. We made it. Well done, everyone. Thanks, Andy. Thanks, Andy. Start at P13 and then ended up in 4th. Second was on the cards, definitely. If it had been for those mock-ups that I've had. But these cars without traction control, obviously, not easy to handle, of course. Thanks, Max. Just want to spare a moment to congratulate the top 3. Obviously, truly, we've been running away from everyone else. Thanks, Sean. Appreciate it. So the plus side of that is that my DR is increased and I've got 276 points on the board, so can't complain. So I just want to congratulate Paul Sitter, truly, Matty. Nah, you're all good, truly. You can put your feet up now. You can put your feet up. You've won the race. You don't need to go again. So, so 276 points. So can't complain. Appreciate that, Sean. Appreciate it. So I'd just like to see what has happened here, as we're going to go through the replay now. So, yeah, pleased with well, just keeping everything under control, and then no penalties, and only just tiny little mistakes. But well, just the little mistakes which obviously would have, without them, would have settled the podium at least, or maybe second. Probably the best of it I could do, considering that with the fact that Truly's been like literally unstoppable from pole position to, I think it was, and then to dominate the competition. It's just just comes to show that well, the quality that you do come across certain drivers, especially Truly, who obviously is So look at this. I'm number 13, unlucky for some, which is the position where I started, and that's the driver number also. And you see how my start is gone compared to others. Not the best, because there was some that was still navigating their way through the bus stop. Yeah, lots been going off also, and Truly, of course, well, obviously, just been running away. I'd just like to see how we got a 2-second penalty. Yeah, that is a 2-second penalty for ramming someone, which left them with front wing damage, and then also, well, rear end damage, obviously. Even though that the German was the innocent party. So just going back to on my side. So the Norwegian got back at me. So this is where it started to rain heavier. Obviously, because when you're in sticky situation, and you're just not sure like about how this is going to go and how the cars are going to behave, then you just have to keep it all together. And then somebody had a big crash also. Bills had a crash, so he could have ended up with a solid result if it hadn't been for that big crash at top of Radion. Very unfortunate to see what happened there. But the good thing he did is that he never gave up. So the pole sitter obviously got rear-ended by a Biela fan. No, there was no contact. No contact. Just the pole sitter just lost it on their own. Fair enough. So that got us. Yeah, that's where the yellow flags were coming from, because this driver just lost it on their own. Okie dokie. Thank you, Stig. Thank you, Stig. I did see your messages about pop up, so yeah. Yeah. So yeah, that's I did see your messages popping up just about our friend, bless her. Yeah. Sad day. Sad day. And then, because you know, like well, when you have somebody nice who's been in your lobbies, as well as that, I think about these things, and for when I have a moment, when I'm not doing anything, and obviously. It's just like you just don't know like what's around the corner until you come across that, and then obviously I haven't seen much of Scarlett for past a couple of months or something, and then it's just like, you know, it's one of them things that where you look back on the memories that we had from our open lobbies, obviously for your open lobbies and my open lobbies, when she was around, that she loved racing with us, and yeah, that she'll be missed, which of course it's a sad day, like especially well for many of us who knew her also. Then you know, they're thinking of their family through this sad time, and of course we'll carry the baton and continue to do her proud. Welcome along, Purple Dragon. Thank you for tuning in. Hope it well, mate. Well, yeah, Scarlett is one of a kind, and things are not going to be same with her not being around. Well, obviously, and I'm sorry for your loss as well, Stig. And so, if you need anything, you know where I am, my brother. Obviously, just had to. Sorry, man, if I had tried to spare a moment, ladies and gentlemen. It's just, you know, that things can change it all so quickly, and then you just want to treat it every day like it's the last of it, because you never know what the next day will bring. So, further into this race, obviously, Rocky making the move, and then I looked to try and go for the move, and then I tried to go for the right, but Rocky still had the slipstream, but there was not much I could do, so I just gave way. And then, having saw the Spaniard go wide, I took the advantage. And I was ninth at that point, so a couple of overtakes dealt with, and so we had this person who had traction control on. Let's see where he got the penalty. So being the fan left the yes, Shadow. Yes, Shadow. So 1 second penalty for what, like track limits or ram into somebody? It's a bit of an odd one, to be honest. Who knows? Wait, am I reading things right? Am I reading things right? Just let me refresh my page, please. I don't want to jinx it. I've done it! I've reached 500 subscribers! Get in there, Danny! We've done it! We've done it! We've reached 500 subscribers! After going through a moment on to where we are now, we've achieved it. We've achieved the milestone. And it was you, Nublet. Thank you for becoming my 500 subscriber. Welcome along to the community, and to those who follow me, my family, my friends and my supporters, thank you for your support. Really appreciate it. And you know what? We're just getting started for the next step. The graph doesn't stop, so... And for those who have just joined, I've started 13th, and as you can see, I'm enjoying myself for the wet. Thank you, legend. Thank you. So second place was definitely there, considering where I started, but just the little mistakes I made, which obviously in changeable conditions, which cannot be helped really, but so yeah, thank you. Yeah, 13th place. I'm looking for some, but I had a race brain. And then truly, obviously, look at the gap between this person there and truly, he's running away. Literally no one around him to stop him. Just had all the track to himself. So, thank you everyone, thank you. We're really just getting started for the next step, and let's keep this up. Let's keep pushing. Truly would have been 5th in the top split, so he tanked his DR. That makes sense. So he purposely decreased his DR in order to get into a lobby where he can get maximum points. That's probably one of the tactical things for some people can do. But obviously, I've seen Calster where obviously, because he's on the controller, you see, and he of course will manage to get into the Gran Turismo World Tour. So what will that mean is he's going to have to adapt from the controller to the Fanatec wheel, which they'll be providing him also, which is going to be interesting. So and I praise that a lot, and I praise Cloud Calster's efforts, you know, to show that if anybody out there who's got the ultra competitiveness of the skill and the talent on the controller, drive into the best you possibly can, and to work your way up to the world tour stages, then yeah, it takes some effort for sure. Thank you, Seb. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm not too sure. I don't think he did, to be honest. But I could be wrong if somebody tells me any different. So, but other than that, looking at the overtake on Matty, obviously with just a slight little nudge. Well, not really much of a nudge. Just let me see. It's gone over to just after the 1950 mark. It's like there's not really much, is there? But I just lift off just a little bit so I can get a good little toe. Who's going to be last on the brakes? Matty had to give that one up, and then around the outside goes Danny C. Full position in the most treacherous of conditions at Spa-Francorchamps. So we have a very good scrapper between second, third and fourth up front, and I'm just like, hold your horses, Matty, grab your popcorn, because we're in for an interesting one. Yeah, that's the qualifying wasn't great from my side, to tell you the truth, because I was on the Inters and then I saw the sun have gone onto the hard compound tyres, just to try and be braver to go onto the dry line. And what I've done there is that I went onto the dry line also, as for as much as I can, and 13 was the best I could do. So yeah, it's wasn't the best in qualifying, but I made up a lot of places, and then of course showcased my consistency to keep it on the track and not making any mistakes and so on. Major ones, of course, whether it's track limit or collisions and so on. And it's just, in these cars, it's a split-second decision is all it takes. And then somebody had a big crash there. Ouch! Poor driver. Yeah, definitely. No problem, Shadow. Thank you very much thank you very much for tuning in, and I hope you enjoyed the races as well as I have. And thank you for being part of the for witnessing my milestone. And have a great evening. Thank you very much, Shadow. Have a great evening, whatever you're up to. And I'll see you on the track once more. Obviously, most of all, look after yourself. And I'll catch you on Friday for the Touring Car Championship. So it came around to this lap also. Matty was slow off the corner, and that was smooth onto the throttle also to get past Matty in the Benetton. Then as the rain was still raining, I braked a little later, which obviously yeah, just try not to. And then you had the pole sitter who snuck their way into the attacking opposition as the pole sitter moved up to P4. And then I know for next time that I had to brake him well just a little bit earlier before the 150 meter board at the bus stop chicane. So was it later? It's later on this lap where the French driver in the Benetton obviously lost it through the left-hander. Yeah, definitely. So, and like you mentioned, if you hadn't been a few of these people who had errors of their own in changeable conditions, then they would have got a result. But and then I felt I certainly made most of it out of the what was a sticky situation in some of the parts of the race, and some clinical overtakes of it in treacherous conditions with no traction control. And then you see Truly. So he were on the wets. So that makes sense. He was the only one on the wets. So look at everybody else. Everybody else was on inters, apart from this person, because the Iceman. Oh, that was very naughty there. So Jordan, and there's Johan and Truly. Oh, sorry, I thought I did see the wets at one point, and I wonder if he's like changed tyres or something. My apologies, because the graphics did see come up as wets, but no, we were on inters. I do apologise. So there we have it. And that is round one of the GT World Series, the Nations Cup Series done and dusted. The podium was in contention, but I'm not going to go again there, so. And then Jordan decided to come into the pits because he thought, why not? Yeah, there was Postman. Yeah, so there were 3 drivers who were on the wets, which were good thinking because of how treacherous, how heavy the rain can be, of course. So yeah, yep. Right, so let's open the 4-star roulette ticket and see what I win. Lovely set of brakes on an Audi TTS Coupe. Okay. So, and that was the first round of the GT World Series Nations Cup All-9 qualifiers done and dusted. And the story of the race, it was wet, and obviously the qualifying, you had a dry line there. Didn't quite put a lap together on the dry tyres whilst trying to stay on the dry line for as best as I can. Obviously, started 13th in the race, and then I finished 4th in the end. Could have been second if it hadn't been for those mess-ups, but it is whatever it is. So, and the objective I've done also is to have the consistency to as best I can, which I've done. No penalties. Try my hardest to try and keep it as clean as possible, and then other than that, it's been good. And it wasn't easy considering that the amount of talk about these mid-90s Formula 1 racing cars that they had, like when times were much simpler, and how much raw horsepower and how light and nimble these cars were, and which makes it so still to this day more enjoyable to drive, and I loved every minute of it. So as for what's coming for next, obviously I've got the league racer coming up, which is round 2 of Jimmy's British Touring Car Championship on Friday, which I'll be going live, and then so that race I'll be looking to take over the championship lead, and so the objective is to build on the momentum from where I started. So we're gonna go off to Daytona, I believe. I've been reading that there's Daytona next, but just need to have a proper look. In all honesty, but so other than that, it's been last time out started on the right foot best I can. And then obviously from there on, I just made sure that I got onto the right foot. But the graph doesn't stop, as I mentioned also. But yeah. Just want to say, because it's we're at the end of the stream now. That just want to spare a moment to send my condolences and my prayers, and best wishes to my friend Scarlett's family. Obviously, with my friend Scarlett, who I've known for since end of 2023 when I was in the lobbies, and then and obviously she was in my lobbies too. It's we'll continue to do her proud. It's just life is not going to be seen with Scarlett not being around anymore. But yeah, so thinking of her family on this occasion, and but yeah, it's so sometimes you just gotta have to spare a moment to reflect on where you came from, and then how will you continue to keep going in life a bit as you go along, and most of all, by any means, just to enjoy every minute of the hobby you enjoy doing, and she loved every minute of racing in my lobbies as well as with me racing in the lobbies when I had the chance, and of course that she'll be she'll be missed, and likewise just have to continue to do her proud, and continue to look after ourselves best we can. So for those of us who knew Scarlett, then I'm sure that you can relate to that too. But yeah. So I'm gonna spare a moment as well, to say thank you once more to those of us who have joined the channel and subscribed to me, and thank you very much for those of us who knew me long enough, and those of us who are known for a very long time. I really appreciate your support, and now we're just gonna have to we're just getting started for what the next chapter has to offer. So just to get the little bits and pieces, the ideas together, like with the just to give something back about to those of us who have invested the time and effort, who enjoyed watching my content, whether it's like through open lobbies, my league racing ventures, and then so on, and I just want to give it back to you guys to as best I can, depending whilst working through the nights and then remaining fit at the gym, and then obviously I've been training in the gym since I was 17, and obviously I've been at it for over a decade, which it's a long time, isn't it? To remain driven and desired and disciplined while performing to the best of your abilities, whilst reaching to the peak of your powers, and then of course how I got into cars, for those who don't know me, well, now you'll get to know. Started off with how I got into cars. My dad used to run an independent garage, and then of course there was me who got into racing games at first when I was, and obviously when you remember them childhood games, like Crash Bandicoot and so on, and then just a few some familiar childhood games, from the 90s and so on, and then it's gives me so many memories of it, and then it still have some of the games from that generation to this day, the PlayStation 2, and then obviously with some PlayStation 1 games also, as well as the PS2, and obviously that Gran Turismo, Colin McRae Rally was one of the first of the racing games that I played, which I've from there on that's like how the journey I've been going into it, and then continue, and still to this day I continue to enjoy the playing the game for when I had the chance to do so, as well as that, and therefore that just make most of it before, if anything changes from my side, then it's about adapting to what the current environment has to offer. So, but yeah. Right, I'm gonna crack on with other things, so I don't need to go again. I'm having secured a solid result, considering where I started, as I started 13th and finished 4th in the end. A podium with it was there, but it is whatever it is. So I just want to say thank you very much to those of you who spared a moment to say hello, who were on the go, and thank you very much to those who have been having a pleasure to race with you, who I've been racing with. Obviously, there's Billsard and Mario Sonic, Nublets Pie. Welcome along also to the channel, and thank you once more for becoming my 500 subscriber. But you never know that we're just getting more notice as we go along. So obviously the 500 subscriber special, obviously it's in the works. It's in the works. So bear with me on that one, boys and girls. Okay. So we'll figure something out. But other than that, that's very much about all I'm going to say. So I'll be live on Friday for the... unless that if I'm needed, well, to stream for a practice lobby for the touring cars tomorrow, then we'll see. So I'll be live approximately 7 o'clock UK time on Friday for round 2 of the JB Codge's British Touring Car Championship. And so let's keep going. Let's keep pushing. So have a great evening, great afternoon, a great morning, wherever you are in the world. Whatever you're up to, enjoy yourself, look after yourself, and best wishes to you all. And from myself, Danny C, at last, I'll see you in the next one. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.